Starting with a quite similar name, but a bit different numbering at the end, we have PowerColor ALPHYN AM10 gaming mouse. Oh, sorry, I forgot. Wireless gaming mouse. And we have it in two colors. We have it black and white. And the best thing about it, and what I personally prefer, and I bet you do as well, is that both of these designs are in matte finish. The only gloss thing are the side buttons, and we have this strip going here and on the side, which is totally bearable when we're talking about the fingerprints and everything else altogether. But in general, we have a familiar design, I do have to say, but many brands are doing this design in general now, and which brings us to the point where this mouse is really comfortable when you're placing it in your hand in standard dimensions, so you won't have anything I don't know, against the shape and the length and everything all together, because you can use it for palm grip, fingertip grip or claw grip, and you're good to go. Now the cool thing about this mouse, and I know it's only relevant when we're talking about performance, but I'll get to that part quite soon, is the visual aspect when we're talking about the RGB lines. So even though it's wireless, we have RGB lines here on the scroll wheel, we have it right here beneath this button, we have it here near PowerColor logo, and here on front, which does look quite cool, I do have to admit that. Now, these two LED lines are just around USB Type-C charging port, which of course you can use it with wired connection, or you can use it simply just with wireless, but you can charge it right here. At the bottom, we have 5 skates, which are really huge and covering quite loads of part of the bottom of the mouse, giving you quite nice sliding, because the mouse really does slide brilliantly, at least on my mouse pad. So I'm having a Cutter Games mouse pad and this works perfectly. Now, in addition to the bottom part, what we have right here is a switch. So you can switch from 2.4G connection, you can switch it off completely, or you can switch to Bluetooth mode, which is outstanding, because then again, if you don't game at that point and you want to have, and you don't care about latency, you can switch to Bluetooth mode and use it simply just for standard work. So left and right click, standard middle click on the scroll wheel, which is a rubberized scroll wheel. I do have to point that out because it gets better grip, of course. Bottom DPI switch, which immediately has the indication with the LED light right here, 2 side buttons. Now listen to the clicks. So these are the side button clicks, and they are quite dampened down, I do have to admit. Now left and right click. These are Omron switches, and I think they sound quite solid, nothing too tacky or too noisy. It's really nice. And the scroll wheel, it has that specific click, but I don't know, it's quite solid. And the DPI button, I think all in all, when we're thinking about and talking about the sound in general of the clicks, it's quite solid, and I'm quite satisfied with that, satisfied with the shape, and well, enough RGB lights. So before we go into specs, I'd just like to point out what it comes with. So what you get is, with the white mouse, you get the white sleeved cable and a white dongle, which has the PowerColor logo here at the top, and the same thing goes with the black one, but it's not fully black, it's some black-gray combination as well, fully braided, and it's really flexible in general when we're talking about that. And of course, the black USB dongle for 2.4G connection. Now for the specs. With wired connection, you have 8000 Hz of pulling rate. With wireless, it's 1000 Hz. We're talking about PowerColor giving users something to choose from when we're talking about setting the best performance that suits each and every one of you. Now the DPI sensor, what we have right here is PAW3395 with 26,000 DPI resolution, and it starts from 100 to 26,000. Talking about the switches, I have to go immediately to that part. We have Omron optical switches with 70 million clicks lifespan, which is outstanding because usually we have from 20 to 50, and these are actually quite longer. Now, it's ergonomically designed as I think I stated that, but in general it has that familiar shape like the G502 from Logitech, and it continues that shape, well, not specifically from the Logitech part, but we have HyperX at the same design, and we have loads of others at the same design, which basically goes into the segment that this one is quite cheaper when we take that part where the design is quite familiar. It weighs just 95 grams, which is lower than the G502, and that brings us to the point where the price tag is 99 euros. And I think that's quite solid, I do have to admit that. When we take everything into consideration and the optical sensor and the 8 kHz pulling rate with wired and 1000 Hz wireless, we have optical switches with 70 million clicks, which is outstanding. You have hybrid wireless connectivity, which means that you can either go with 2.4G connection or Bluetooth 5.2. Now, this is a possibility to use for multiple devices. Now for the RGB lighting, we have it quite subtle, but it's definitely effective. One zone configurable addressable RGB lighting with 12 individual LEDs, which does look quite nice, I do have to admit. It's not tacky at all. And then we go with battery life. So up to 50 hours of wireless gaming on a single charge, quick charge up to 6 hours of gaming on 10-minute charge when RGB is off, and that's again quite solid. Now I don't know about these 50 hours, if it's while the LEDs are on or off, but regardless of everything, if you game you can switch it off and just switch back on to Bluetooth when you're in the working mode, but in general 50 hours is quite solid for everything that I mentioned. So we have also 5 onboard profiles which allow you to store DPI settings, button remap, lighting preferences and micro key functions. We have DPI status and one zone RGB with 12 pieces of LEDs. Then we have 6 programmable buttons, PAW3395, acceleration is 50G, tracking speed is 650 IPS. Wow, that's higher than some other mice which we had on the channel. We were talking about, I think it was 500. Then we go with battery capacity. We're talking about 500 milliampere hours polymer Li-ion rechargeable. Ports Windows 10 and 11. Now there's one more thing, and I think you guys that really want to deep dive into your gaming mouse, PowerColor has their Keystone software which backs up the AM10 quite nicely with RGB performance and button customization. So the same software also allows you to customize the ALPHYN AH10 wireless headset, as well as PowerColor Red Devil graphic card. I mean, you can adjust the effects of your mouse in general when we're talking about RGB lights. You can adjust the performance when we're talking about the pulling rate, DPI settings, DPI stages and stuff like that. And then, of course, the button remapping. Couple more interesting facts that you might want to know. Using LDAT to test the button click latency, the result is around 1.7 milliseconds. And when we're talking about battery life, you can go with 10-minute charge that will last up to 6 hours without the lights off. Full charge takes 1.5 hours, providing up to 35 hours of usage with RGB at half brightness, or 50 hours with the lighting off. So all in all, what can I say is that this mouse is well circled in terms of, well, you have a backup software that really goes into details, and you don't have to have additional software regarding their headset. You don't have to have additional software regarding their mice or graphic cards even, which sums it up with less bloatware or unnecessary software on your PC, which is great. And I do appreciate it personally, but I think you guys will love it as well. And the final finish, the matte white and the matte black, is great because it doesn't leave any extra fingerprints. We had black gloss mice that were, you know, they look cool, I do have to admit that. But after some time of usage, you get all those fingerprints and it looks messy and you have to wipe it with a certain cloth and stuff like that. The cool thing is that I think this is one of the best grips on the scroll wheel that I noticed so far, but in general everything looks so nicely done that I'm quite impressed. I mean, let's be honest. The design, as I stated, and I'm going to repeat myself again, it's quite familiar, and you can expect for you guys that enjoy this type of mice in this type of ergonomical shape, you'll definitely love it, and that's all there is to it. 99 euros, I think that's a solid price because this type of mice and this specific category of the design, as I stated, we have it Logitech, Razer, HyperX as well, and I think a couple of others that are some other brands that I can't even remember anymore. But in general, I think they're circulating around that price, and I think this is quite cool. I don't think each and every one of those has Bluetooth. That's something else. And yeah, that's good. That's really good. So this is PowerColor ALPHYN AM10. We have it in white and we have it in black. You can choose the proper color as you desire, and I think comparing to others, I think this one stacks quite nicely against those. The price tag is much better because you have, for instance, Logitech G502X Pro, all the other names with light speed and stuff like that. This is only one model with Bluetooth 2.4G connection and wired, so you can basically go and bonkers with connectivity as you wish and as it suits you. So yeah, the links are in the description. If I don't find any links specifically for the store, I'll link directly to the PowerColor website so you can check out more details if I missed something. And that'll be all for today, guys. Thank you for watching. Thanks for sticking by. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, click the notification bell, and I'll see you tomorrow in a new video. Bye bye.